Hello everyone, Anonymous Messenger. And in today's little short story, I wanna get into the topic of technology. Now, my question is technology making us more alone? What do I mean with that? Well, we're in the DNA where technology is all around us. I mean, I can have a conversation with someone across the world, and it only takes 2 seconds. I have a way of posting something, and hundreds of people can see it within 2 seconds. However, this generation, it's although I think that's a good thing. You're able to communicate. You're able to expand. You're able to, find the answer to a question in less than 2 seconds. How are a lot of students or how are a lot of people coping with that? And by that I mean, yes, at the end of the day, we're skin, bones, and water. We're people that have thoughts and feelings and emotions, and to think that most of the conversations that we all have, and I include myself, is through technology. How is that impacting our lives? From little things like our writing, you know, schools, work no longer really requires you to write. Everything's done through computers, through Chromebooks. We're losing that sense of being able to write properly because when we text, instead of saying YOU, we say just a U, and it's just a way of communicating with people. But at the same time, um, are we feeling lonely? You know, even myself. In this little short story, um, let me take you back when I was growing up. As I grew up, we didn't have technology. As a matter of fact, my very first phone, I got it when I was a sophomore in high school, and my mother said it's only for emergencies, so don't you dare text. That's when texting was barely starting, and I didn't text. In fact, some of my friends will text me, and I'll be like, "Hey, can you please not text me? Because it's 10 cents per text, and I don't want my mom getting mad at me." And they would laugh. But back then, it was like I could remember. I could remember like five different friends' number, my locker room combination, and my own phone number. Nowadays, I can't remember none of that. And why? Because technology, even though it's helped us to expand, some of those things, we're losing a lot of touch. And I think one of the biggest things is losing that connection with people. Because even though we're more connected than ever, at the end of the day, we still need somebody there. I think we still need somebody to, physically, Um, Nowadays, having dinner with a family member and not seeing them with the phone, it's kind of rare now. Everybody, if they have that dinner at 5 or 6 p.m., which I know it's almost impossible nowadays. Um, you see families with technology in their phones, and I'm no, I'm no, I'm not saying I don't do this. I'm not. I'm trying to obviously cut back on it, but I've noticed that. I noticed that. I feel that the more we put our minds and attention to technology, we're losing that sense of just being a person. I remember being able to go and play with my friends and ride our bikes, or back then was playing handball and or playing basketball and playing soccer. And all right, so what's up, we'll meet at 6 in the corner, and then from there we'll go to the park. And yeah, sure enough, we were all punctual, and at 6 we would go and play till about 8:30 and go back home and do it all over again the next day. Students, children, kids, I feel like they don't have that anymore. I feel like they're not experiencing what some of the older generations have. um, of course, they're more technology savvy. They know how to run a Chromebook, but how is that affecting our personal lives? How is that um, feeding us and losing that sense of, hey, let me use the phone to actually to speak to somebody, or let me let me use this technology for an advantage instead of diminishing people, or using social media as a way to cyberbully individuals. I don't know. I mean, do you agree or disagree? Is this something that you've ever thought about? With technology, um, how we use it all the time, and some people are more afraid to um, to lose something else than their own phone. They can't function. They'd rather lose their wallet than their phone. That says a lot, I think. So yeah, if any of these resonates with you, comment. Let me know. How do you think technology has affected all of us? Older generations, younger generations? Do you think it's making us feel more alone? Um, yeah, just comment. I wanna be able to read to see if we come up with something that makes sense to this whole technology thing, because it's not going anywhere. It's only increasing. Um, but yeah, for now, Anonymous Messenger is out.